Video.
That's the video.
That's a video.
What you doing not cool.
What you mean? That's a
You know what I mean. I don't want to use this.
to the Hood on Rock.
What's up? What's up? What's good with everybody? And as always, I'd like to welcome my real motherfuckers to the Hood on Lock. I am your host, Senseo Official. Make sure you tap in with me on all social media platforms under CEO Official, and of course the brand, the Hood on Lock. What's good with everybody? As always, I'd like to give a shout out to the first people in the motherfucking building. I see Miss Parker up in this motherfucker. Super turnt. Appreciate her tapping in with me. What's good with you, boo? She said, salute hood moderators in chat. Oh, shout out. We 163. Oh, shit. We 200 deep up in this motherfucker. Let's go. Hit that like button if you new. Hit that subscribe button as always. Welcome to the hood. Don't just sit back in the bushes. Let yourself be known, man. Holla at the hood. Let me know you in the motherfucking building. She said, Hood, thank you for my wrench. Oh, it's no problem, baby. I noticed the last few shows you've been rocking with me real tough. I done caught a couple of your lives, and you know some positivity shit, and I like that about you, and I definitely appreciate your support. All I need from you now, Miss Parker, when you get a chance, is become greenlit, and we 100. But I appreciate you, boo. She said, like, share, and subscribe to the Hood on Lock. Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so let's jump right into this, man. Shout out to Kwame Brown, man. Kwame Brown been doing this thing. When the Jessica Reid story first broke, the shit was crazy. It was crazy because I don't think no one expected Charlemagne the God to be in the middle of some controversy and some bullshit like this. And you know how social media is. Once they get a taste of blood, they gonna suck your ass dry, meaning they got to digging into his past history and come to find out Charlemagne has basically been telling us what Jessica claimed has happened. He's been doing. He has fun doing it, and it appears he fucking enjoys it. I mean, when he speaks on it, speaking on the what's it called, the Brilliant Idiot podcast, I believe it's called, with Andrew Schultz. Um, he spoke on it, and I just remember a bunch of giggling going on as he spoke on basically what we call roofing a female. Putting something in her drink or her food that makes her incoherent or disable her physical needs to reject you in any kind of way so you can take sexual advantage of her. And then you sit on a fucking podcast and admit to the shit. Now, we've heard you admit to doing your wife like that, and luckily she's still your wife to this day, because if she wasn't, your retarded ass would be in trouble. But what you fail to realize is that displays character, my nigga. That lets us know how far you are willing to go. I want y'all to think about it for a second. If Charlemagne the God has admitted that he roofied his wife, or he he put something in to make her incoherent to have sex with her, or whatever it was he did sexy to her, that lets you know if he did it to his wife, was she the only victim? Most likely not. I doubt his wife was the first one he's done it to. But because it's his wife, he'll admit to that. That just shows how stupid people are. See, realize this. You don't have to be smart to be successful. There are a lot of dumbass, wealthy, rich, and successful people. Leonard, pay attention. Success. I'm sure his financial status has to be nice to matches that. But yet he's too stupid to realize he's showing us his character when he brags and admits to doing his wife like this. Then he goes on to say other people were doing this, as if that made it okay for what he did. Now, if you ever watch any of these court shows, these investigations of people like this, you find out it's never just one victim. It's never just one victim. If Jessica even claimed to be the first, that would make his wife the second, third, or fourth, right? What's good, Miss Goldie in the motherfucking building? See, this is what these idiots don't get. You're displaying characteristics of a pervert. You're showing characteristics of a motherfucker who cannot be trusted. Not to mention, they said she was underage. Now, this is the problem I have with the parents. I'm not blaming the parent, but this is a problem that I have with the parent because we've seen it happen with Charlemagne the God, and we've seen it happen with R. Kelly. As parents, when do we trust a grown ass nigga to take our little girls and to be along with them for whatever reason, forever how long? There are plenty young stars, whether they were acting, whether they were singing or rapping, who parents was at the studio with them, was at the meetings with them, pretty much wherever their kid went, mom, dad, or both was with them. So ask yourself, what's wrong with these parents allowing these celebrities, and I don't think Charlemagne the God was even a celebrity at that time, allowing your underage daughters to go with these grown ass men as if we're stupid, as if you don't know what's going on. So, parents, yes, you do have to take some responsibility and blame in this, but just a small chunk, just a small piece. Because at the end of the day, y'all didn't make Leonard do this shit, and y'all didn't know Leonard was gonna do this shit. Y'all feel me? She said, right. Salute. Sometimes you have to, hood. It's just Jim said facts. But back to Charlemagne the God, because again, this ain't about the parents. How do you look as a grown ass man popping up to an underage girl house and even asking her parents if she can go with you? Can she be alone with you? Can she go on a date, go have fun, or whatever the fuck you said to get this girl by herself? Off top, I would think, shit, she's underage. I'm a grown man. Her pops is gonna try to take my motherfucking head off. Her brother's gonna jump me as soon as I knock on the door. Shit, I might even get shot before I even park the motherfucking car. Because that's the type of nigga that I am. I would do those type of things for my loved ones, the women in underage in my life. You feel me? So I would never think to do no shit like that. These men are so comfortable, they are going to these parents and asking for permission. Man, if y'all feel me, hit that motherfucking like button. If you new, hit subscribe, and as always, welcome to the hood. I'm going in. Let's go. Put them locks in the chat if you feel me and if you fucking with me. Miss G said real talk. That's what I'm talking about. So understand this, y'all. Whether it's proof he did it or not, we do have proof of his character. And Charlemagne's character is he will come to your house, ask for permission to take your young underage daughter for whatever reasons he uses, and possibly put something in their food and drink and take advantage of them like he said he did with his wife and how he bragged about how him and his friends did back in the day. So whether we can convict him of Jessica or not, we cannot trust a nigga who finds that amusing, who finds it funny, who, in my opinion, brags about it when he speaks on it. God damn, we 1,700 deep up in this motherfucker. And I love all y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button if you new. Hit that subscribe button as always. Welcome to the hood. If you like that real nigga shit, that real podcast, and we don't do no snitching, we keep it all facts over here, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will be dropping the membership link. Please grab one if you can. I appreciate you, Wes. See, sometimes we got to look at a person's characteristics to figure out, did this motherfucker do this or not? Do y'all feel me when I say how bold of a nigga do you have to be willing to walk up to underage girl parents and to ask if you could take her out on a date or to take her anywhere? If she's underage as a grown man, why not ask her and her parents to go? Hey, I want to take her out, get the if it's some type of business type thing. But then even then, if it ain't about business, even then she don't need the parents need to be there at all times. She's fucking underage. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even fucking ask her. What are you doing, Leonard? So y'all know how I like to do it. I see Kwame Brown, aka the Bus, did a live yesterday and spoke on this. And I was also shocked to see that Funkmaster Flex, who I have a personal opinion about, also went at Charlemagne the God, which Kwame displayed on his live. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap in and we're going to do a reaction to Kwame Brown's live. You know how we do it on the Hood on Lock. We're going to give our opinion on this shit. And I just want you guys to think for a second, man. Like, if a nigga did his wife like this, brags about it, laughs about it, thinks it's funny, then I'm pretty sure Jessica, and if not Jessica, there were other victims. Brown for not being part of the go along, get along gang and calling this fuck nigga out on what he is. Wes, hey, I'm about to drop the stream link for those that want to come up and give their opinion. And shout out to the sexy Courtney in the motherfucking building. I appreciate you tapping in, baby. Welcome to the hood.
Now, go prove me wrong, you stinking punk bitch haters. This so-called sexual assault charge, I never got charged. So don't play games with a grown man. A broke woman with no money said some bullshit, and she had no money for me to get back, so there's no point in suing her. But I never got charged. So don't even play games like that. Charlemagne the God got charged. Charlemagne the God is in a newspaper on the docket, got charged for a sexual assault, and then it got reduced to a lesser charge because of what the mother decided to do.
I just dropped this membership link in the chat, man. Y'all show the hood some love and become greenlit like Miss Goldie and Miss Laker. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And as always, welcome to the hood.
And things of that nature, buddy. So you go goddamn deal with lesser charge. Don't come over here with that bullshit.
I appreciate all the love, baby. The hood needs it. What's good, V-Love?
Now, go holler at your boy that got the lesser charge. Still on your airwaves and making jokes about it. We're going to highlight the jokes that he's made about it ever since he got that lesser charge. The jokes about Spanish Fly. The jokes about doing that.
Y'all pay attention to Kwame, y'all. This is what I was just talking about.
That do look like Jessica Reid a little bit. So a man got charged with something, got the charges reduced, and then now he's the advocate for Believe All Women, and he's been on documentaries with R. Kelly and things of that nature. Oh, hell no. You on the Brilliant Idiots talking about whether you gonna fuck a sheep or a donkey or a man. Throwing bunkies all around the Breakfast Club, sniffing seats. This is a real life sexual deviant.
And he's zesty as
he gets to play out this shit in front of everybody.
Hold on, let me pause this real quick.
So I'm gonna try to blame.
We gotta admit that too. Charlemagne is zesty as fuck, my nigga. He done gave DJ Envy a mold of his ass for his birthday. He just said a lot of homophobic shit to men. He asked one of the basketball players, if it wasn't a basketball player, it was Safari, how big his Johnson was. Like, this nigga Charlemagne is a weird motherfucker. Let's continue.
The R word that I use in here a couple of times. I'm going to try to blank those out so this don't get age restricted, but I'm going to play the video. This old school vintage Kwame, after he jumped and ran his mouth and inserted my family into something that they ain't have nothing to do with. Since all of you clown YouTubers be like, family and friends don't got nothing to do with it. It should be about the content creator. Yeah, I agree. But since day one, They made it about my family and about my friends when I was talking to two niggas
Hey,
that was
shout
talking
out. We
about me.
1800 deep up in this motherfucker, and I
You
love
niggas
each and
phony.
every one of y'all. Let's go.
Salute to you, Will. They want to upset you to steal your shine because you know you're in God's favor. Charlemagne might have sent them. I don't care who sent them. The facts gonna still remain. I don't care if they talk trash, but the thing that everyone should see.
Now, y'all know over here, let me pause this real fast. Y'all know over here on the Hood on Lock, I don't believe in a lot of conspiracies. There may be a few, but a lot of them I don't believe in. But one I'm starting to notice is this go along, get along game, meaning the powers that be. I don't know who the hell Charlemagne is connected to, but what I do know is this motherfucker has these allegations. He wasn't suspended or nothing. There's a video or audio of him bragging about doing women like this, and the Breakfast Club has not took a stand against him. Why? Because he makes them a lot of fucking money. Obviously, somebody's helping Charlemagne behind closed doors. Let's continue.
Is when they talk trash about me, they always
Shout
bring it
out
up
to
what allegedly
Sassy
someone
Satan in the
else did.
building.
They always bringing up something that they say I did, but it turns out it'd be a motherfucking lie, or it never even got charged. This year alone, they said I went to jail in a Sonoya or whatever kind of car that was. They said I went to jail for weed and a gun. Turns out it was just somebody named Kwame Brown. They go look up Facebook articles and show that a man worked on a foundation in 2008, and they say I hired this person. Finds out that my baby mama was the CEO, which a CEO can hire or use anybody they want. Find out this man was the pastor over her church, and her father was a deacon in the church, the head deacon. So all of those things line up. Those things you can't find in a newspaper. So
I
these
just
bitch ass
got this
niggas talking
thing
about
on
Kwame
me.
never
Y'all come
said
on
nothing
up,
about
man.
it.
I want to
I
hear
done
y'all
said something
opinions
about
on this
three
shit. Let's
motherfucking
go.
times, but I don't like repeating myself. So I ain't gonna keep saying the same shit over and over again because none of you bitch ass niggas got no authority over me anyway. And then a guy do something 7, 8 years later and get himself arrested, that don't got a motherfucking thing to do with me. And fuck you and anybody else that think it do. If that's the case, I'm gonna find anybody that's in a picture with any of you motherfuckers and they did something 7, 8 years later, then goddamn it, it's your fault. That is the stupidest shit ever. You niggas are weak and easy to beat. You can't even say Kwame did something. It gotta be what such and such did around Kwame. He got say Queen Regina, I don't like her. Sister T, I don't like her. So Kwame, it's your fault. You niggas, I told you that you niggas do this shit. This is the stupidest shit in the world. You can't accept the fact that I'm a grown ass goddamn man. You can't accept the fact that I'm not going to take responsibility for what other people do. You can't accept the fact that white folks done told you that somehow a celebrity is responsible for every adult that comes in their presence. Well, motherfucker, you ain't responsible for every adult that come around you. So, motherfucker, guess what? I'm not going to be responsible for every adult that come around me. You're not going to make me live an isolated life like you did Michael Jackson and a lot of these other celebrities because they're so afraid of people and they so afraid of the crazies. Motherfucker, all Michael Jackson.
Hey, baby Courtney, I understand that, right? But this is not about like who we like. This is about the message. And the message is Charlemagne obviously enjoys and has admitted that he's done these things to his wife and possibly other women. So why is Jessica Reed's story not true? Why is everyone else so quick to be canceled and not Charlemagne the God? Just recently, we saw Baby say some possible gay shots during the concert, and they was quick to try to cancel him for just saying shit. Well, we got this guy who says shit like using Spanish fly on women, how he did the same thing to his wife, and that's how he got her. How him and his boys used to do it back in the day, and how fun it was, giggling and laughing. So if everybody else is being canceled for shit like this, how can a man admit to doing this type of shit and not be canceled? Like he has that Pookie syndrome. It's like how Pookie admitted he abused women and he has not been canceled on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I just don't get it. But again, Baby, it's not about who you like. It's just about the message. And the message is that nigga Leonard, a.k.a. Charlemagne the God, that nigga's a foul motherfucker.
Had to do was say, man, beat it, fuck you. You got arrested dead. All you had to do was make a song and say, beat it, nigga, fuck you.
For
Yeah,
sure,
I wish
baby.
Michael Jackson would have said, man, motherfuck you crazy motherfucker chasing me around and shit. Just one time, I wish you would just say, hey, you motherfuckers are stupid that just chasing me around. Yeah, he might have, some of you might have let them, stop being his friend. Yeah, some of you may have stopped, listening to his music and shit. Yeah, some of you might have. But he would have lived a way more peaceful life if he would have made some of you motherfuckers not like him. Turn some of you crazy motherfuckers off. Just stop where he was walking and moonwalk backwards and say, hey, bitches, fuck you, stop following me. And then slide and moonwalk off. Yeah, half of you would have been hurt in your feelings so bad, you would have never came around goddamn Michael Jackson again. You'd have been breaking his CDs in the street. That motherfucker should have signed my autograph. God damn it. That's Michael fucking Jackson. We own him. I mean, he's a celebrity. He gotta stop and talk to all us crazy motherfuckers that's trying to mob up on him at one time. Yeah, he got to sign all 3,000 autographs every time he walk outside. Fucking, what do you mean? He's a celebrity. He's a piece of property. He belongs to everybody. You got to know this, Michael. Michael, you have to know that we own your ass because you get paid a lot of money and you're a public figure. So if you're trying to get to the airport and maybe your child was sick, we don't give a damn. We want you to sign 3,000 motherfucking autographs before you get up out of here to take your kid to get cough medicine because we own your ass, Mike. So.
Now, I want to say this too. I don't throw jackets on people unless I feel there's a need to, right? There's proof, there's facts, there's evidence, right? If it just would have been allegations and there would have been no audio or video of Charlemagne bragging about doing his wife like this, bragging about other people he knew doing this at the time when it was going down, and laughing and giggling as if this was such a fun thing, then I probably wouldn't be so quick to judge a nigga, you feel me? But it's like a nigga being accused of rape and then you bragging about raping women. That don't sit well with me, my nigga. How can I believe she's lying against you when you're admitting to doing your wife like that and giggling, nigga, like a little girl? I've always thought you was weird, Charlemagne. I've always thought you was weird. From the first zesty comment I ever heard come out your mouth to when you was super dark before you started to bleach your skin, looking like a fucking beat up plum. I always thought you was fucking weird, dude. Always. And everybody had entitled to their own opinion, you feel me? Then when you start displaying your gay side, your LGBT side of you, I really knew something was strange and funny about you. But again, you don't judge people off their sexuality. I'm just saying, just as an overall, your whole character, my nigga, you's a fucking weirdo. Let's continue.
Fuck out of here. You motherfuckers always want to make some rules for somebody else.
I don't know
You
if that's
punk
true,
motherfucker
love.
can't live
That's
up under
something we need
that
to look
goddamn
into, man.
scrutiny.
That shit's
And
foul
no
as
money
fuck.
don't replace that type of idiotic bullshit that people got to deal with. So
Just
fuck
a
out of
bunch
here.
of rich and nasty nates with a
No.
naughty nature of love.
That's
Can't
why I don't
stand
let
no
you
nasty
motherfuckers call me
pervert.
so no.
Hey, real shit, Sazzy.
God damn it. I think it's rude when you're talking to me while I'm on the phone. And God damn it, some of you are polite with it. I can at least respect the people that are polite that come up while I'm on the phone. They be like, excuse me. And then I get the chance to acknowledge them. But God damn, some of you motherfuckers, hey, Kwame Brown. I'll be right there in the middle of a goddamn call. Kwame Brown. God damn it. Man, ain't you the motherfucker?
We almost
You the
at
motherfucker on
2,000
YouTube?
in this
Boy,
bitch, man.
goddamn, boy,
Hit
you
that
be
like
speaking that
button,
real.
y'all. Let's
Just
get
keep
to
going.
it.
I be like,
We almost at
hold on.
2K
They don't
today.
even
Let's
say, oh,
go,
my bad,
nigga.
excuse me.
Hit
They
that
just keep
like
going. Man, let
button.
me
Hit that
get a
share
goddamn
button. Let's
picture with you,
go.
man. Fuck that shit, man. You keep it real. And then I got to act like I don't mind. I got to act like I just, yeah, what's up, brother? Let's take a picture. And then I got to go back to having my phone call. Like, goddamn, people, what doesn't happen to regular, goddamn normal, just human encounters that start with respect? They done tricked you motherfuckers. Boy, this celebrity shit got you motherfuckers crazy. Y'all think celebrities crazy, but I tell you, if they are crazy, it's because you motherfuckers drive them crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You motherfuckers drive that shit, man. Motherfucker can't tell you nothing. Shit, man, you know what I'm saying, dog? Shit. Man, you can't talk to me like that, all just because you got some money.
I hit that
No,
share
bro, I
button
ain't
from you
saying
too,
it
y'all.
'cause I
That
got
share button matters. Oh shit,
no,
there we
man, I'm just
go.
saying, shit. I don't give
Welcome
a fuck
to the hood,
about Michael Jordan. You get around
2002 in the
Michael Jordan shit.
motherfucking building. Let's go. That's the
Find
fuck
every
I'm
goddamn
talking
reason to argue.
about.
Queen Regina posted a link for you. What link? Order, what the hell going on, girl? Hold on, my dog is tripping. Hold on, let me see what's going on with this dog.
Let me fast forward because we ain't about to sit here and wait for this nigga to talk to his dog, y'all. We in this motherfucker 2,000 deep. I appreciate and love each and every one of y'all, even the haters in the bushes.
This show to check on my dog.
Hold on, I'm about to fast forward this shit. I want to get to the Charlemagne part, y'all. Let's go.
What we gonna do? And y'all keep letting this shit happen. Man, can y'all please stop calling my goddamn phone? Shit. I haven't answered all fucking day. Don't call my goddamn phone. I don't want to hear these niggas. Y'all better stop letting this machine do this until it's your black son.
All right, y'all. Here we go, y'all. We about to tap in on the Charlemagne issue with Funkmaster Flex.
Let me play. Fair use, fair use. This is the Funk Flex audio. I'm gonna play a little music too. Let me play a little music.
Has a strong opinion is going to receive hate. And I want to remove that today because that's not what this is about.
Hey, pay attention to the message, y'all. Let's go.
So,
hit that like
I'll
button.
play some music.
Hit the subscribe button as always.
I'm also going to play some audio in a little while.
One of y'all, we lit.
And
Become
some audio
green, grab a
of
membership and show me
Jessica
you're
Reid, right? So New York City, Jessica Reid is a young lady that she had a situation and she had this radio personality arrested. And this is a while ago, but this is what Kwame has brought up. Kwame Brown has brought up this situation of this radio personality that got arrested a while back. And I believe, I want to get this right, I believe it was for willfully, unlawfully, feloniously engaging in penile and vaginal intercourse with a 15-year-old female child. I think that I don't want to say I think. That's according to, I think it's Black Sports Online, that's what he got arrested for, but he pleaded guilty to contributing to Now, I want to keep this super neutral for a second. That's the situation and those are facts. We're going to give facts. And this isn't up to me to decide today. I'm going to play some audio in a little while that I want you guys to decide on how you feel about the audio. And then I'm going to give my opinion, which is just my opinion, at the end of the audio. So I believe Jessica Reid did an interview with Star from Star and Buck Wild. So I'm going to play that audio in a second, not right now. And then, so you gather people near this operation, because I'm going to play some audio that you've never heard before. I just want to see how you guys look at it. I want your opinion and I'll give my opinion. So Jessica Reid had an interview with Star from Star and Buck Wild. And I think what moved me to bring this to the forefront today, because that interview is actually old. Someone sent me audio and footage of Jessica Reid's mom, and her name is Jocelyn Sullivan. And I believe Jessica Reid is originally from Brooklyn, and she moved out to South Carolina. I'm going to be fair because, it's important to be fair. For some reason, I'm not going to lie to you. I think the mom touched something inside of me that kind of didn't make me feel good about staying home and not talking about it. But I am going to talk about it, and I am going to play the audio. And I want to say something to New York. I consider this radio personality, he's on my side of the fence. When I say my side of the fence, it comes from what I come from and kind of does what I do. I just felt it was something that needs to be talked about. and I didn't think it was something I just wanted to just blurt out my opinion. I'm going to play the audio in a little while, and you guys decide, and you can let people know and situate them. I'm going to play some audio. I'm going to come back with the audio from Jessica Reid, and she did an interview with Star, and I'm going to play the audio of her mom, and then we'll take it from there. 1-800-223-9797 at FunkFlex.
Hey, shout out to B-Love. I just gave her a moderator.
I mean, Kwame Brown for the light, man.
I appreciate you, baby, and welcome to the hood.
So let's play some music. We'll get to it. Let's go. Hot 97. Oh! It's Hot 97, FunkFlex. So like I told you, I guess this subject has surfaced again because of Kwame Brown, who was being aggressive. And I must tell you, New York, somebody should give this guy Kwame Brown a podcast. He should dial this down a little bit because he was definitely super aggressive. And I think people were really, I think they were really going at him, but he seemed to have defended himself pretty well. So through Kwame Brown, the situation with this radio personality has surfaced to the top again. And
you know what's funny in this video right here, right? Funk Flex said that I was aggressive and I was super aggressive and I need to dial it down. By the end of this situation, he's going to sound just like me. He's going to be yelling. He's going to be aggressive. Well, if that's aggression, because I just don't agree. I think when men are in spaces where it's just men, we get loud. Men express themselves differently than women. Sometimes women are loud, but for whatever reason, they've made it to where when a man speaks loud, when a man says his thoughts in a manner where it's not like controlled, somehow they have equated that with aggression. And I just don't agree. You know, I will roast your ass and I'll go off on you. I would call it more passion than aggressive. Now I got to speed up the audio because I want to keep it under fair use guidelines as much as possible. So I can't go down the audio. Yeah, but they love to use that term aggressive. Keep using the term aggression because you're not a you know what exactly. I mean, I don't understand. Conor McGregor was aggressive. He threw motherfucking a whole dolly through a window. He was cussing and strutting, and nobody thought it was aggressive. He did his first mimic or rendition of Floyd Mayweather, and everybody thought it was great. When Floyd Mayweather does it, he need to humble himself. And you can't tell me how to respond. When I respond,
I never really, or I should say, I didn't know of the mother's statement in audio and video. But what I'm going to play for you, and like I told you, we keep an open minds here. I will play the audio, and then we'll see, we'll give our opinions. So first, let me make sure I got this right. This is Jessica Reid when she was being interviewed by Star from Star and Buck Wild. Okay.
Listen, I don't want that man's money.
Okay, sorry, I started rumbling stuff from the top. Okay, let's go.
Listen, I don't want that man's money. I don't want nothing from him. I just want people to know who he really is. He's a liar. I have been dealing with this for over 15 years. My life has never been the same since that night. My relationships with my family and my friends have suffered because of it. Mentally, I suffer. Emotionally, I suffer. So I don't want nothing from him. I don't want to speak to him, and I don't want to see him angry, but there is still a part of me that's upset because he took something from me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even like him like that. And when I first met him, he expressed that he liked me in that way. But I told him, no, we could just be friends. And that was that. Those were not the dynamics of our relationship. We were just friends. And I trusted him. And when I got there, I felt a little uneasy because there was just so many people there that I didn't know. It was really more guys than girls. It was me, Malika, and maybe...
He made Malika a drink? Did he make a drink for you as well?
He made both of us a drink, yes. So I put my drink down.
and ladies, let's make this point. You don't think that these guys are your friends. They're your friends in your mind. You friend zone them, but when a guy expresses what they want initially, that's what they want from you the whole time. If they approach you with wanting you and in a relationship, because you got to know about this. Any guy that really talks to you, he wants you. I mean, he finds some sort of attraction to you. And if you think otherwise, you're going to be sadly mistaken. And so if you're going to friend zone a guy, you can't do anything around that guy that takes you out of your natural state of what you said in the beginning. Those guys that accept that friendship from you, those will be the guys that first one trying to take you to a party. Yeah, we just friends, turn up. They trying to get you to let your guard down. If your initial thought while you're of sound mind and body is that you don't want to be with this person intimately, then don't do something that's going to take you out of sound mind and body around that person. I'm not blaming anybody. That's just food for thought.
Hey, shout out to Kwame Brown for giving the ladies that game with that message, y'all. And ladies, a lot of times the problem with y'all women, us men will tell you certain things, but you want to believe what you want to believe. Oh no, every guy ain't like that. Look, if we telling you this is how he is, it may not be every, because you can never say all in any situation, but most likely a large portion of us is on that type of shit. So take heed. If you don't like a nigga like that, there's no point for you to be spending a lot of time with him, because you know at the end of the day, if he expressed he want them draws, he want them motherfucking draws. And that's basically what Kwame is saying right now. So shout out to Kwame for that message.
And I'm a man saying this. If your first initial thought, I'm not interested in this guy in that way, do not ever get into any situation around that person to where you're impaired. No drinking, no smoking, no nothing. I don't care how cool they say they are. I don't care how many times you went out with them and nothing happened. Do not drink, smoke around anybody that you said that was your friend, because that's you putting them in that box. The moment something changed, that person will come outside of that friend zone. Trust me.
If you want to support the channel, feel free to donate via Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, the Chime, the Hood on Lock, or use the caller number to find it. I don't have Super Chat on because I'm not the rest of these YouTubers. YouTube is already pimping us on the monetization money. They're not getting half of my donation, so I don't have my shit turned on. I'm not a YouTube boy, you feel me? If you rock with me, I do have PayPal. Tap in with me.
Being on top of you. Is that your official statement that was on top of you, penetrating you?
Yeah.
You spoke about being on top of you. Is that your official statement that was on top of you, penetrating you?
Yeah.
You. So to complete with regards to this case, and it's behind him. You spoke about being on top of you. Is that your official statement that was on top of you, penetrating you?
Yeah.
So that was Jessica Reid. And,
wow! I'm watching this live.
You know, that part I knew and heard, and I think the mom's testimony maybe felt maybe it was a reason to bring it to light, and I'm going to play that. I'm going to play the mom's testimony. I don't want those are wrong words. I'm going to play what her mom feels about the situation. I don't want to lead people in any type of a wrong direction. I'm going to play. Yeah, her mother's name is Jocelyn Sullivan, and this is what her mom had to say.
My name is Jocelyn Sullivan, and I am the mother of Jessica Nicole Reid. We're out here in Mounts Corner, just left the Berkeley County Sheriff's Department, speaking with detectives. The case of my daughter, Jessica Reid. I have regrets, in which I am very sorry about, because when my daughter was drugged and raped, I wanted to do nothing but protect her. I didn't want her to suffer anymore.
Again, this is the moms we listening to. Saji says, one thing we women have to realize, these men don't be playing, and some are very dangerous. Money doesn't change the person, it enhances their low downness. Hey, real shit, Zazie. Let's continue.
I didn't want her to feel that pain anymore, and so I did not let her testify. And because of that, today we are finding out that Miss is going to get away. with what he did to my daughter, Jessica, and this family. For all these years, we've been suffering, going through pain and anguish over his decisions, molest my daughter, rape her. And now she has to deal with this and we have to deal with this. And I'm so sorry that I didn't take the initiative then to persecute him for what he did to my daughter. I'm sorry. He came to our home and he acted as if he was going to be a friend to us.
So y'all remember earlier when I asked y'all, I said, I don't know about how they get out of North Carolina, nigga, but you gotta be a bold motherfucker in California to go up to an underage girl, 15-year-old girl house and ask her parents if she can go out with your grown ass and you her friend. Nigga, why you ain't got no 18 plus women out there you taking out, nigga? You just had to take this 15-year-old out, my nigga. Come on. Like, nigga, grown women, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you thinking? You actually looked the parents in their face and requested to leave with their daughter, nigga. I'ma keep saying it because it's fucking me up. Because I'd be damned if I had a daughter and a motherfucker grown nigga come knock on my door and ask me, hey, sir, how you doing today? Oh, I'm fine. Oh, well, I'm your daughter's friend, and I was wondering if I could take her out for some ice cream and cookies. Oh, yeah, oh, for real? Okay, you stay right here. Let me go get her. And I swear to God, when I come back to that door, he better not still be standing there, nigga. I don't know what type of time it on. I understand this was her mother, and I don't know if there was a male in the house or a male present, but I'm sure even as a woman and a mother, she could have told this fuck nigga no. Like, why the fuck, like, you didn't ask, like, why the fuck do you want to take my 15-year-old daughter out? You didn't ask that question? That didn't cross your mind? It don't appear it was a business deal or any type of business relationship. It seemed like it was a fucking date request. I'm sure in a friendship kind of way, but still, a date is a date, nigga. I'm a dad. No way in hell a grown nigga taking my 15-year-old out. I don't give a fuck what it is. Ms. G said we don't play this type of mess in Cali. Hell nah. That's why I'm tripping off the fact of, for whatever reason, they gave this nigga permission. And she left with this nigga. If you would have been like, I would say, the type of parent I am or the type of parents I've been around and told this fuck nigga no, then this shit would have never happened to your daughter. Again, I don't know if it's a down south thing or what, but R. Kelly was in the Midwest or down south with it. He's over in that same area, around that area, my nigga. Like, y'all niggas is cool with grown niggas knocking on y'all door and taking y'all 15-year-old daughter out. Hell no. Hell motherfucking no. But let's continue. Hit that like button if you're new. Hit that subscribe button. As always, welcome to the hood. If you're rocking with me, you can donate on any of the platforms at the bottom of the screen. You also can become So Hood and grab a membership. That link is at the top of the chat. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all that support the channel no matter what. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. As always, welcome to the hood. Let's continue.
He came to us and said, don't worry, nothing's going to happen to her. And I'll make sure that she'll be safe. He eluded us to believe and trust in him.
That. I'm still not letting you.
And then he turns around and violates my daughter by raping and drugging her. And then
he gets away with it. At the door, nigga.
When I made the decision not for my daughter to testify, I was focused on her well-being, and I wanted the best for her. I didn't want to put her in the stand to relive all of that pain and suffering. And now, 17 years later, because he continues to make mockery about it, joke and laugh about it, like it doesn't even matter to him.
Listen to why she says she's upset. Because 17 years later, he's joking and laughing, mocking about it.
Exactly.
He's talked about this several times because he knows he can't
just
be
ain't said her
recharged.
name. He
So
just
now
ain't said her
he gets
name.
to
That's the only
joke,
difference.
mock, and laugh about a situation. Let's play it back.
I didn't want to put her in a stand to relive all of that pain and suffering. And now, 17 years later, because he continues to make mockery about it, joke and laugh about it, like it doesn't even matter to him. He has no regrets or anything. Then he tries to cover it up with his money and his high-class attorneys. And now, he's not going to be punished for it. Justice is not fair. And we will not stop fighting. We will fight for justice and closure for my daughter Jessica and this family. According to the detectives, because he negotiated a plea deal, he cannot be prosecuted for the rape charge. So what they did was just dismiss it. They didn't even.
So for all of you that's saying he didn't get this, he didn't get.
Exactly, Shazzy. That's what I'm talking about. I don't understand how a grown nigga could knock on the door and request to take a 15-year-old and ain't nobody whooped his ass, stumped him out, or put a bullet in him. Now, I'm not advocating harm on here, but I'm sorry. This is a real show, and I'm speaking from a real point of view. Like, nigga, 15, you grown man. Oh, you getting fucked up on sight, nigga. Ain't no question about that, nigga. Matter of fact, how do you know my daughter, nigga? Matter of fact, have you been out with my daughter before? Oh yeah, I'm snatching your ass in the house, nigga, and locking the door, nigga. We gonna do some interrogation up in this motherfucker, nigga. For real. Now that I know you exist, you around. Now that I know you exist and you around and you a whole grown ass nigga, hell motherfucking no, you better not be coming to my house asking for no motherfucking 15-year-old of mine, nigga. Hell no. What's good, my nigga Nutter in the building? Let's continue though.
This the reason why we called him a lesser charge because of what she said. He got a plea deal for the original charge. He got a plea deal. He got a plea deal. So let's go again.
Deal. He cannot be prosecuted. Daughter Jessica and this family, according to the detectives, because he negotiated a plea deal, he cannot be prosecuted for the rape charge. So what they did was just dismiss it. They didn't even prosecute the rape charge because my daughter wasn't there. And so they let him plead. DNA did not clear him innocent. DNA has nothing to do with it at all. He's guilty, no matter what anyone says. 17 years later, she's still suffering from it. We're still suffering with her from it. And justice needs to be served regardless. He deserves to be punished for what he did.
So Star and Sullivan. Now you can watch all the things online, or and come to your own conclusion.
Miss G said, "Ain't no God in Charlemagne." Yeah, it's just a fucking name. That's
I don't
all
believe
it
you
is.
didn't know anyone.
Nigga self-named himself. Shout out
what
to
I am going to say is,
he said, "I can't stand Charlotte
New York,
dog.
Jersey, Connecticut.
Don't nobody like that weird ass.
I wouldn't condemn
nigga.
somebody. A situation can happen. Something can happen. Things happen. Too. And I'm not just saying things happen loosely and generically. I'm just saying maybe a mistake was made early on in life, and I get it. I don't like it. I don't understand it, right? So this situation happens. It's a bigger charge. You plead out to a lesser case. You're young. I get it. The part I'm going to share with you, New York, because I'll tell you something. I really don't need to say your name because I'm going to tell you why. I don't care if everyone knows. I want you to know. Where this goes left is you continuously, let me turn the music down. This goes left because you continuously stand on that podcast and stand every time you get to try to normalize. You try to normalize it every chance that you get, that it's okay to put pills in a woman's drink. You talk about it all the time, that it's okay, or it happens, or because you're young, to put drugs in a woman's drink and have sex with her while she's incoherent. You talk about it all the time. That's what makes you a nasty creep. Not because of the situation you had, because I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't there and I don't know what happened. But every chance you get, New York, this guy stood on a podcast and he talked about spring break and meeting a young lady, putting something in her drink.
Hey, look, y'all. Before we continue, man, I need y'all to hit that motherfucking like button, y'all. Before we continue, I need y'all to hit that motherfucking like button, man. Stop playing with the hood, y'all. For real. Y'all know what's up. Bang that motherfucker. I appreciate it, Wes.
No, bruh, nobody wants you to get fired or to lose your situation. Nobody's like, man, the fact that you try to normalize that that's okay, that that's good, like it's things that men do. That's not what men do. That's what you do. You do it. I'm gonna tell you the most terrible thing about you, bruh, because I watch you on that podcast. And you sit next to a guy. That guy you sit next to on your podcast doesn't care about our culture. He doesn't care about your culture. But you sit there and you laugh with him about raping women. You think it's funny. You know what else is funny, my brother? Because I'm staying on my stone today of where I'm at. I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. I am not at what you did 20 years ago. I'm at what you did in the last couple years and how you talk about it and how you say about it. You piece of, you tweeted that R. Kelly, that sex video, was one of the greatest celebrity videos you've ever watched. That video was with a 14-year-old.
Pause. Yeah, I remember at the beginning of the video, I said to you guys, you got to pay attention to dude's character, right? Not only has he admitted to putting stuff in women's stuff to get him incoherent, take advantage of him, right? But Funk Fletcher said, and I'm sure there's proof of it, he said that R. Kelly video was one of the best videos he saw. And what was R. Kelly doing in that video? He was with an underage girl, y'all. See, y'all got to look at this nigga's character. These are not jokes. Charlemagne the God is not a fucking comedian. He's telling his truth. But because he can't be recharged for it, he gets away with it as far as criminally. But that don't mean as the people, we can't stand against this shit. Again, Charlemagne thinks the R. Kelly underage sex tape was one of the best videos he saw in a long time. Explain that shit. Do you still think Jessica lying after all this? You gotta be fucking stupid. You gotta understand. Just like with a serial killer, a mass murderer, you gotta look at the characteristics of those type of people. That make you understand what kind of people they are. Well, look at the type of characteristics Charlemagne is displaying. This nigga's fucking sick and forever be a fucking weirdo. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care who he's connected to. I don't care who he works for. Shit, he's in the podcast game. He could give me a good opportunity. But at the end of the day, I'd rather stand on my own, stand independent before I sign or do business with a nigga like this. You feel me? That's why I'm not afraid to speak against it. See, a lot of people, they know that he has that block network, that black network of podcasts over there. So they don't want to come out and just be upfront with it like I am because they don't know, in the long run, it get back to Charlemagne, you won't get no deal. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm for the people. So at the end of the day, nigga, you's a foul, fucked up nigga. I don't like you. I don't like what you stand for. And you just luckily got away with doing what you did to this little girl. And nigga, your character displays a sick individual, a sick motherfucker, and something needs to be done about that. You're making these people all this money, so they're ignoring the facts of your allegations, and even you taking a lesser charge. That's why they call you that for the alleged crime. If you didn't do the crime, you should have fought it the whole way. Instead, you realized that the penalty was lesser than what you was gonna get, and like most niggas, you took that deal. Cold reality, you beat the system, my nigga. That don't mean you didn't do it, fuck nigga. Let's continue.
But you thought it was a great video. You tell on yourself constantly you're a weirdo. I don't care if nobody else checks you. I'ma check you. You're nasty and you're a weirdo. And you always want to talk on a podcast about taking advantage of women when they're unconscious. What type of dude are you? Why is that cool to you? Why is that cool as you stand next to that clown, that guy that doesn't care about our culture and continuously talk about raping women? You always use the word rape, how you raped your wife. You love to use that word, bro. You get mad at Kwame Brown for using it. You use it. You use the word. You don't think it's funny, my brother? I don't care about saying your name. Let me tell you something. I don't care about cease and desist. You know why? You want to send out cease and desist to people because you want the clarification of what you did said properly. The fact that you don't see that's bananas. I'm not sure if it's the people around you or if you want to continue. Maybe you want to continue being who you are. For some reason, your name is being said with a 15-year-old. I'm not sure why that's happening. You refer to your dudes. Every girl that has a problem, it's the dudes around you. The dudes are with the girls. My dudes. You say it's your dudes. I don't understand that part, bro. That's the part that people aren't really grasping. That's why people keep hammering you. It's not for what you did 20 years ago. You can be sorry for that. You can. It's the way you're moving forward, bro. Let me tell you something. You said that the R. Kelly video is the greatest video you've ever seen. You tweeted that. And you know how that came out? Because you had the nerve to go on an R. Kelly documentary to talk about a pedophile. You're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. You.
Boom.
Is it okay if R. Kelly is in the video with your kids? Is it still a great video?
Right.
You nasty. Is that a good video?
Right, get him, Flex.
You don't have to answer. I'm gonna tell you honestly, it's better you don't. You shouldn't. You should never ever answer this. You should always keep a cease and desist, and you should never ever talk about it. Because we already know what you are. You are one of them slimy, greasy dudes that used to be in our neighborhood that don't talk much, that likes to put medication in women's drinks.
Exactly.
And get on top of them. That's you.
That part.
We know what you are. I know what you are. I do not care if I ever say your name. I want you to know that I know what you are.
Right, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe,
You.
and welcome to the hood. Grab a membership at the top of the chat, and I'm gonna drop the screen link for you guys.
You're nasty and you're disgusting. And you like to joke about it's the podcasting that takes me to a bad place. It's your joking about it that takes me to that place. And the other places, nobody checks you. Nasty. I'm checking you.
That nigga said nasty.
Nobody doesn't respect your accomplishments or what you do and what you stand for. You should have your opinion. You work hard for it.
He said that zesty as fuck. That nigga said nasty.
Don't confuse popularity with doing whatever you feel you can do. You hear the emphasis in that mother's voice. You watched it. You know how I know you watch it. You know everything that people are saying because you send out the cease and desist. Cease and desist means you're lying. You do not want people to discuss the subject. And guess what? You're right. Maybe people shouldn't, and they shouldn't hurt your brand. And there's a part of that I see, and I agree with you. What makes you a creep, what makes you a nasty creep is you keep making jokes and how funny it is for a woman to get raped while she has drugs in her and not being able to remember. That's the part, you creep. You nasty creep. That's the part people are saying they can't stand about you. Nasty. I wish that would happen to my daughter. Spit in your face.
Whoa, did you hear that shit? That nigga Flex is wild. Hold on. That nigga Flex is wild. That nigga Flex said, I hope that would have happened to my daughter. What the fuck is you talking about, homie? The fuck is Pope Flex on, my nigga? Did y'all hear that nigga? Did y'all hear that nigga? Am I tripping? Did that nigga just say I wish that was my daughter? God damn, nigga. Don't wish that on your baby girl, nigga. What type of shit is that? Let's continue.
Now, I would never wish that happened to my daughter. Like Funk called me, Funk Flex called me aggressive, but boy, it sounded like he surpassed me to the point where he said, I wish that would happen to my daughter, just so he can probably do something to the brother. Like, no, I don't wish that happened to my daughter. No, sir, ever. So, yeah, Funk, I think you should. I think you got a little. You should be able to understand how a brother can get a little passionate when we speak. You feel me? Because I think you got a little passionate, and I think you went a little further than I would get by saying you wish it would have happened to your daughter. But no, let's get this thing going, because we're gonna expose this nasty, protected, because it's not believe all women, and I don't agree with believing all women, because some women lie, some of everybody lie, but I do not believe Jessica Reid is lying. In my opinion, Charlemagne the guy got away with it because of the technicality. He's on the docket. He has this charge still. It's a lesser charge. Therefore, we know he was around a minor, being an adult. So, with that being said, if he was not Charlemagne the God, if he didn't make so much money for other people, then he wouldn't be in the position that he's in. So, yeah. So all of you women that think it's believe all women, if you get with the most powerful type of guys that make a bunch of money for the right type of white people, they'll look the other way, because the go along, get along gang is the most powerful gang. Because they over the police, they over everybody. Yeah. Judges, lawyers. You heard what Mr. Arena said. He knows federal agents, judges, lawyers. They brag about this shit.
You talk about another man's family with Kwame Brown. And guess what? I guess it's journalism. And I guess you should be able to say what you want to say. He calls you a rapist. You send him a cease and desist. Guess what? Why don't we just call you contributing to the delinquency of a minor that's 15 years old? Does that feel better? Does that make you sleep better at night? Nasty.
Damn. Nasty.
It does, right? Makes you feel better about yourself? Because guess what, my brother? No cease and desist will help your guilt. And ain't gonna make you sleep better at night. You just pull the wool over more people's eyes. Congratulations to you. If that's what you want out of life, sir, you have won. And my brother, I know you get it a little extra hard because there's people who hate you. And there are a lot of things that are being said about you that aren't true. Because we're going to keep it 1,000. And I know situations happen. My brother, you sound like you cop to what you cop to, and you're paying, you're on probation, whatever you're doing. It's none of my business. But the fact that you keep trying to normalize, that's the part taking everybody to a bad place, you nasty. You're so nasty. That's the part. You sit next to people. You sit with academics. You sit with that nasty guy with you on your podcast that doesn't care about our culture, and you just laugh about chicks getting raped.
See, that's just like Most Hated Blogger. He abuses women, and then he sits on his platform saying black women need to be abused and beaten. Them two are two fuck niggas alike. Pay attention. What's good, North Carolina? He said, Flex getting his revenge from the hit piece Charlemagne did on him years ago. Yeah, he definitely getting his revenge, but as long as it's facts, nigga, we own this nigga.
Because as he's laughing, I'd like to punch him in his face. Because I want you to let me in on the joke. Let us in on the joke. Let us in on the joke about putting pills in a woman's drink and having sex with her and she's incoherent. Because I'm gonna tell you something, my brother, and then I'm gonna end this. You seem to look up to R. Kelly and his sex tape with the 14-year-old. You and your wife, I guess that's what you do. You like to have sex with people when they're incoherent. You did it on spring break. And you expect us to believe you describe yourself like that. You say that's what you do, but you want us to believe this one girl, Jessica Reid, you didn't do that. It was your boys. You're a liar.
Right. That
Keep
part
sending out your
nasty.
cease and desist. You're doing the right thing, buddy. Send one now. I'm here. Send one out. Send it out.
Mr. got away with it himself. But hold on, it gets worse. But wait a minute, let's take a little break because I think that hurt a little people. Let's take a little break. Hold on, y'all.
And the way he brag about and tell stories of doing this shit, you know he did.
Go along, get along, gang, demon. Go along, get along, gang, demon. Go along, get along, gang, demon. There's a
Yo, so look, what do y'all think, man? At the end of the day, do y'all believe Charlemagne did this shit? Or do you believe Jessica's lying? Y'all let me know before we get the fuck up out of here. I remember when he said he used to use his radio influence to do fucked up shit to women. Yeah, he admitted to a lot of this shit. He's even admitted to, like I said, putting stuff in people's drinks and food to take advantage of them. He just started saying Jessica. He said it was a girl, his wife. He thinks it's funny. Anybody else would have made jokes about this shit would have been canceled fast as fuck. Why not this zesty ass nigga? What makes Charlemagne so special he don't get canceled? She has no reason to lie. Salute, North Carolina. Ms. G said Charlemagne and the devil done it. I truly believe that. I'm siding with y'all too. I really believe he did it. I mean, he brags about doing it to other women, right? Again, we're doing what? We're looking at a nigga characteristics. Is there a possibility he's done this? And if you go on video multiple times and be recorded saying that this is what you do and you've done it before, then why are we to not believe that, y'all? This is what I talk about, like with some of these dudes on YouTube. There's proof and evidence that these niggas have done certain stuff, right? And the viewers are so much fans of these niggas, they ignore facts. I can see if it was fake paperwork, no paperwork, okay, cool. But when real paperwork come out, even if you like the person, how can you ignore the facts of this person really did this or this person is really like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I could fuck with you today and cut your ass off tomorrow. I've always been like that because there's a lot of fuck niggas in this world. YouTube ain't no different. I could rock with you today and then cut your ass off tomorrow. Like, because the internet, especially YouTube, is full of fuck niggas. I look at it kind of like no different from the streets, my nigga. It's really more fuck nigga central. I believe it's more fuck niggas on YouTube. And look, the girl, like, I don't even want no money. She don't even want no money. She just want her justice. She ain't even trying to get a bag. You know, Charlemagne got to be breaded up, especially with that new deal he got. Charlemagne got to be breaded. She like, I don't even want no money. I don't want no money. I just want to put your ass out there. It make you look at it in a different light, don't it? But most of the time when women be lying, it be about the money. But when she ain't asking for none, you got to be like, well, hold on. We know it ain't that then. Because this is definitely the type of case you get some money from. That would set her aside from any other case she don't want money. Exactly. She just want the world to know what type of fuck nigga he is. See, but he let you know. From all the zesty stuff he say on the Breakfast Club to asking niggas how big they swipe is, molding his own ass. You gotta realize to mold your ass, you had to let either pour something on your ass or you had to sit in some type of liquid mold or something. I don't know how that shit is done, but it involves your ass. We'll just say that. I would never be working any job and felt the need to give my coworker a mold of my butt or any of my body parts for that sake. What the fuck is that? Oh, everybody laugh, think that shit's funny. Nah, nigga, that's him expressing himself to DJ Envy. I think that's Charlemagne's way of testing the waters to see if he can get a piece of DJ Envy. You know, like how us men, when we're around women, right? You know, we'll touch her leg. If she don't say nothing, we may go up a little higher. She don't say nothing, we may go up a little higher. It's kind of like the same type of concept with them two niggas. He, do a little zesty shit to Envy, and Envy be over there giggling and accepting the shit too. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we find out them niggas had done something before. They probably gonna try to say they was drunk when they did it, but I wouldn't be surprised if them niggas had a zesty night together. Envy and fucking Charlemagne, my nigga. I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't gonna even lie, because there's no way in hell. I don't care where I'm working at, what kind of job I got. Ain't no zesty coworker getting at me behind closed doors and damn sure on the fucking air, nigga. I'm a grown man. I'm not tolerating it. That shit is not funny. I don't care if I got 30 bitches at home. I'm still not gonna let no grown man sex play me on the air, video, radio, YouTube. None of that shit, nigga. This is the no zesty zone. I'm not saying this is no LGBT because LGBT is more than welcome over here. But what I'm saying is over here, I'm a grown ass man, homie. I don't play gay games. I don't joke gay shit. None of that type of shit like that, my nigga. At the end of the day, like nigga, we not gonna play that. Nah. So I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at Envy weird too. Like, nigga, how'd you let this zesty ass nigga? And what's crazy is Envy I think he did a YouTube video or he did an Instagram. I don't know what it was, but I remember seeing it. It probably was the Breakfast Club. That nigga Envy said, I think he said his wife, father, and his son, or another young male that he's related to, thinks he's gay because of the thing Charlemagne said to him and his reaction to it. And anytime you go on a live show that's recorded or aired live, and you felt the need to tell him that your relatives, whether it was your in-laws or your personal relatives, think you're gay or bisexual, which is the correct term, because of the way you and your coworker flirts and your reaction to it, nigga, that's a damn shame, my nigga. That's some zesty shit. When your family start thinking differently about your sexuality, then your coworker is definitely going too fucking far, my nigga. And you definitely ain't doing enough in containing that shit. It shouldn't take another grown ass man or my wife, in laws, or my own family to tell me they think a nigga gay because of what my motherfucking coworker is doing, y'all. Y'all feel me though? Like that shit is weird in itself. That shit is fucking weird in itself, and niggas be up there giggling about that shit. That shit is funny to niggas. Nigga, the whole world looking at you like both of you niggas on Fruit Loops without the milk. Both of them niggas on the Breakfast Club looking like some Fruit Loops without the milk. Miss G said Charlemagne is LGBTQ elemental Charlotte NMOP. I was done after they got the zesty dildo. Wait, whoa, hold up. Did I miss that one? I was done after they get the zesty woo whoops and the asmos. So they had the dildo one too. I didn't see that shit, my nigga. See, that's what I'm talking about, my nigga. Like, nah, we ain't sharing some type of gifts at work, nigga. You a grown ass man, and I'm a grown ass man. What the fuck going on? He said, flag behind them in the and they had the LGBT flag behind them in the interview. I didn't even pay attention that closely. Then they had the flag up. They had a Transformer Decepticon on there loving that shit. I said, I'm done. Damn, nigga. I didn't even pay attention to all that extra shit you just mentioned. Yeah, man, that shit weird. At the minimum, every wife be pegging him. They give off that vibe, man. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, my nigga. And if she is doing that, then you know Charlemagne might got some action at that too, then, nigga. Because if your woman could do it to you, then that lets you know that you're man. Look, if you let a woman play with you like that, my nigga, then you'll let a man play with you like that. I'm sorry, I don't want to hear that just because you like what you like. And if your woman can do it, then obviously you like that shit. So it ain't no fucking getting around that shit, homie. And any woman who's doing that type of shit today, nigga, and think she's the only one doing it, or you think your nigga ain't gay because you a woman and doing it, you's a fucking retard. Real men don't get played with like that. Actually, a real man will beat your ass. And I don't advocate abuse to women. I don't. Y'all know that. But I'm sorry. I'm going to turn my back and turn the other cheek if you violate a man like that and he whoop your motherfucking ass. Because I can honestly say I couldn't control myself if a woman tried to test me. I'd probably be in jail for some type of shit like that because I just feel very strong with that. That's my manhood. We not playing them type of games. We ain't on that type of time. So to all you women, I know it's women out there that think, oh, playing with your man is cool. He not gay. You're lying to yourself. And when he leave you for a nigga, you're going to be sitting there with a sad story on Facebook posting every 5 minutes about, oh, single mode, this, and you know how you motherfuckers do when y'all get left. He said, hell yeah, this was years ago. Yeah, in the interview, they had a flag behind the person and they had 2 men dolls behind, bent over, hitting the other man, shaking their head. Damn, my nigga, they was doing like that on the Breakfast Club, my nigga. I swear to God, when I be watching that shit, I be watching them and listening to the interview. Like, I don't really pay attention to, like, all the shit in the back, my nigga. Like, God damn, this nigga in North Carolina be on that shit. That nigga said they had all kind of wild shit going. Now, when I watch the Breakfast Club, you gonna have a nigga like low key looking for that shit now. Watch. I already know how I am. Now, when I watch that shit instead of enjoying the interview, I'm gonna be looking for all the zesty shit so I can clown their ass and talk about it. Man, that shit is weird, y'all. Hey, but yeah, justice for Jessica, man. For real. I don't give a fuck. I'm standing on mine, nigga. Like I said, I know women lie. There's a lot of liars out there, my nigga, but your characteristics make you guilty of this shit, bruh. and you pled guilty to a lesser charge. That's just like if a nigga was charged with murder and then he took a deal for assault. Even though you took a deal for assault, you still murdered that man. You still pled guilty to that crime. You just took a lesser motherfucking charge, nigga. That's all it means. That don't mean you didn't do the shit. The fuck? Self-talk caught all that shit. The credit goes to him. Go check him out. He be on it. Okay, for sure. Yeah, but that shit crazy, my nigga. This nigga over here making all that money, getting all these deals, and he up here admitting to some shit he being accused of. He's just putting different names to the people he said he did it to. That's it. It seems like he's replacing Jessica's name and putting his wife there in the story when he tell it. That's just my opinion, though. Because that's what it sounds like. He's telling the same story that Jessica's telling, except she said it was her, and he's saying it was his wife. Either way it go, that shit don't look good. You got to be real about the situation. That shit does not look good. But look, though, man, I appreciate everybody that tapped in with me tonight, man. We was in this motherfucker over 2,000 deep. I appreciate y'all tapping in with the content. If you rock with me, still feel free to donate via all the streams. Be sure to grab a Soul Hood membership, man. I need y'all to become greenlit like my girl, Miss Goldie, like my girl, Miss Laker, and show y'all really support me, man. Become Soul Hood. Whenever I do a show, the motherfucking link will be at the top for the Soul Hood membership, or you can just go to the YouTube homepage and grab a Soul Hood membership, y'all. Again, I don't have on Super Chat because, like I said, YouTube is taking half of our monetization. You damn sure ain't gonna take half of my fucking donations. I do have PayPal, but you just gotta hit me directly straight through PayPal using the Hood Unlock, and then also I put on the screen the QR code to donate via PayPal, y'all. But again, I'm on here to make money. I'm not on here to be pimped by YouTube, y'all. So understand this. I still need y'all support. I know Super Chat is easier for y'all, but I'm not giving them niggas damn near half of that too, nigga. I'm a businessman first, and I'm not a YouTuber like the rest of these bloggers. I am Senseo Official, and as always, I'd like to welcome all you motherfuckers to what? The Hood Unlocked. I'll holler at you motherfuckers next time. Peace. What's up? You're welcome to the scene, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood Unlocked.